Suicide bombers strike in broad daylight. A deadly terrorist attack outside a Starbucks in the Indonesian capital on Thursday, carried out by Indonesian members of ISIS. The mastermind behind the attack, Indonesian authorities say, a 32-year-old Indonesian radical named Bahrun Naim, who was arrested in 2010 and served time in prison for possession of ammunition. Police accuse Bahrun Naim of leading a Southeast Asian branch of ISIS in Syria called Katiba Nusantara.
His vision is yet to join to unite all ISIS supporting elements in Southeast Asia, including Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines.
This is a recruiting video made by Indonesian members of ISIS in Syria. Hundreds of Indonesians are believed to have traveled to the Syrian city of Raqqa ever since ISIS declared it the capital of a self-declared caliphate in 2014. Among those to make the pilgrimage last year, Bahrun Naim.
Do you think that Bahrun Naim is a terrorist?
Haritz Abu Ulya is an expert on radical Islam and a former leader of the Islamist movement Hizb ut-Tahrir. That's where he says he first developed a mentor-like relationship with Bahrun Naim, who he describes as his little brother.
Can I look at your phone, please?
Abu Ulya says the two men stayed in touch via text message long after the militant joined ISIS in Syria.
This is the last message you got from Bahrun Naim.
Yes.
December 3rd,
Yes.
2015.
Abu Ulya confirms that Bahrun Naim published blogs from Syria explaining how to make suicide vests and remote-controlled bombs. And he says that last November, Bahrun Naim was wounded in an accident while experimenting with chemicals.
He was trying to make bombs.
Maybe.
Or chemical weapons.
Yeah.
Abu Ulya says Bahrun Naim has become an inspiring figure to many young Indonesian ISIS supporters. But he insists the 32-year-old is too young to be the movement's leader in Southeast Asia. Indonesia has a long history of battling violent Al-Qaeda-linked Islamists. But police here say that ideologically, this new generation of ISIS militants is far more dangerous because ISIS views fellow Muslims as legitimate targets.
ISIS is more dangerous in the case of Indonesia. Why? Because they are allowed to kill other Muslims.
ISIS, a deadly new threat for the world's most populous Muslim country. Ivan Watson, CNN, Jakarta.